1051.
It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlemagne the God, and we have a special guest in the building that Charlemagne said his record will never, ever, ever play on radio.
We're already going there.
I know. Listen, he's the worst alley-ooper ever. Like, he always does this. He makes everything so awkward. But yes,
I did say that.
I said that Macklemore would sell records independently, but I said I didn't think radio would ever play his records. Boy, was I wrong.
Yeah, you wrong.
Jesus Christ.
Apologize now.
Because you know I was going to bring it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I had to bring it up.
I beat you to it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's something you say sorry for, but I was wrong.
All right.
Yeah, it's definitely. It wasn't like a diss. It was just like you. In fact, you didn't say radio. You were just like power.
Exactly. I said power 5. I said urban radio. That's right. You're right.
Urban radio.
Absolutely.
And now it's a power record for us. We play it every hour.
He's winning, man. What you at? Like what? 3 million with Can't Hold Us. The other one's at like 1 million. Strange Love. Same love.
Same love.
Same love.
Same love.
Same love.
Same love
Yes.
is one and some change. We got Thrift Shop is 6 and some change.
You're not shopping at the thrift shop no more.
I haven't been since. No, I still am. I still definitely am. But yeah, man, it's been good.
Absolutely.
The funny thing is, when he came up here the first time, I was with him. We had to do an MTV shoot, and I was in a car shop. He was looking at the cars, and he was looking at the cars like, man, one day. And then he went and bought a chain off of Canal Street.
Still.
Right? And now he can buy a zillion chains and a zillion cars. Did you ever think it would be that big? You would get that big?
Absolutely not.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely not. I mean, I come from I'm like a backpack rapper. Like, that's how I came up. Like, I came up as a backpack rapper, like underground hip hop, and the fact that a song about thrift shops popped off the way that it did. I mean, we didn't think we had one single on the entire album, much less like 3. So
you don't believe in like the law of attraction and stuff? Like your thoughts become things?
I guess I do.
Yeah.
I should think more positive thoughts if that's the case. But I do believe that. I think that it was a matter of working hard, connecting at the right time. I feel like people wanted to hear different rap music. Like, the same record is made over and over and over again, and I think that people wanted something different.
What was the concept when you were making those songs? Because those are huge radio songs.
Yes. For me, outside of Can't Hold Us, like, every single song on the album pretty much is a concept. Like, that's the thing that I'm good at, is writing conceptual records. In terms of like writing, like, let me just rap about whatever, I suck at that. That's my strong point. So again, it's never going into the studio like, let's craft a #1 hit record. I've never done that before, so I didn't know what that even sounded like.
Right.
I don't know how to do that. I still don't.
Well, that was a good look for you to put Pharrell from Catfish on Can't Hold Us too, singing the hook.
It's not the guy from Catfish,
That
man.
guy, that is absolutely Pharrell from Catfish.
Not the guy from Catfish. Now, what about the Same Love record?
Same Love was, it was a record that...
It's risky. It's a risky record.
Yeah, I mean, when I wrote it, first I wrote it from the perspective of a gay, bullied kid.
And people automatically thought you were gay with that record.
People still do.
Oh, you gay?
No, I'm not. I have a fiance. But as...
Your fiance could be gay.
Could you let him answer the damn question?
His fiance could be a man.
Her name is Trisha Davis. No, I came into that record trying to write from the perspective of a gay, bullied kid, and it just didn't work. I spit it for Ryan, and Ryan was like, nah, like, you have a story, you talk about your life. And I went back, and I mean, the most vulnerable thing that I have ever written on a record was when I was in the 3rd grade. I thought that I was gay. I mean, right there, you type in on Google Macklemore, and the next thing is like, it autocorrects it to is he gay?
Yeah.
Is Macklemore gay? But to me, it's like, it was a bigger issue than, if people might think that. I wanted to put myself out there in a way that was real, and hold myself accountable, hold hip hop accountable, because it's a very homophobic art form, and just challenge not only myself but the listeners to talk about an issue that I feel like doesn't really get addressed within hip hop music.
But you thought you were gay because you said you kept your room clean and you could draw. That's an ignorant stereotype.
I was so ignorant as a 3rd grader. My uncle was gay. My uncles, because I consider his partner my uncle as well, and I have another gay uncle and a gay godfather. So I had a bunch of people in my life that were gay. That was one thing. I was good at art. I really cared about how my hair looked, and I wanted my room to be clean, I guess. I don't know what happened to that. I wish I still had that.
So you were artistic and neat.
Yes.
That doesn't equate to gay.
No, it does not. But as a third grader, I was like, damn, I'm gay.
What? Somebody had to put that in your head.
In your
like
mind.
somebody had to be telling you that. Like somebody had to be like, oh, he's clearly gay. Like something had to. Somebody had to be saying it.
You know what? When I was actually no one ever. It just was my own, like, do the math, let me figure it out, and it lasted for literally like 48 hours maybe. But my mom was like, "You have loved girls since you were a little kid."
So you asked your mom if you're gay?
I told her. I wasn't like I'm gay. I was like, "Mom, what's up with this? This equates to I feel like I might be gay because of this." And
listen, I met Prince and thought he was attractive, and not once did I feel gay.
I've heard you talk about that before.
Seriously, not once did I
touched his hand and everything.
Yeah, I didn't remotely feel.
You didn't touch his hair.
I
Hand.
didn't touch his hair.
Hand.
I shook his hand. What you mean touched his hand? I shook his hand.
Was his hand soft?
Very.
See?
Have you ever met Prince?
No.
He's an amazing man.
I've heard, like, if you look at him in the eye.
You know what?
I think that this is just coming from you.
No.
This is a gay conversation.
He will glamour you. You ever see True Blood?
Yeah.
He will glamour you. I couldn't even think of nothing to say other than I grew up a Jehovah's Witness too.
That's what he said to
That's
Prince.
it.
Embarrassing.
That's it. I couldn't think of nothing else to say. Not high, not by. And then he floated away. And then when I took a picture of him floating away, the picture turned black 2 seconds later. Yeah.
Damn.
This is an awkward conversation.
I'm just telling you.
All right. Now, where's your partner, Ryan?
Does he really exist?
Ryan, yes, he does. He's actually helping his girl move today.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he clearly hasn't got man. He's not getting no money on the road with you. If he's helping his girl move, I'd have hired some moves. I'm serious. I love you and all, but we rich now. I'm not having you move.
Yeah, me and my girl are about to move, and the movers are definitely, for the first time in my life, that is the worst. That is one of my least favorite things to do in the world is move. All your stuff. And now, like, you guys know, you guys are sneakerheads. Like, moving all of your shoes in itself, someone else has to do it now.
It's the worst, yeah.
What role does Ryan exactly play in the group? A lot of people want to know that.
Man, Ryan, he is...
And it's Ryan Lewis, not Ryan Leslie.
No. He is, he's half of everything. He's a producer, makes beats. He directs videos. He does graphic arts. Anything creative, it's just me and him. So he's kind of like a Renaissance man. That's what I like to refer to him as. Like, you know, I met him when he was like 16 or 17. He had a camera. He started taking pictures. He was making beats. Like, he just has always been that dude that sacrifices everything for the art, even at an early age. And he got good at it.
Now, do you want to be mentioned in like the hip hop conversations? Like, do you, when you sit down, you want to be mentioned with the Kendricks and those guys? Like,
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a competitive person. I think that you know, I understand why people get put into boxes. I think that, like, you know, once you have a song like a Thrift Shop or even a Can't Hold Us, it's easy for people to like label it one thing. But if you listen to the body of the album, if you listen to the work, if you know, you do some YouTube searches, I think it's easy to see, you know, first and foremost, I'm an MC, and that's where this all started from. So absolutely, I mean, I'm competitive, I'm a rapper, I'm good at it, and it's my job.
So where's your Kendrick Lamar response?
That's a good question.
Still one in the ring. You're selling more records than a lot of those guys. You're getting all that radio play. Why not?
He's I think that every single rapper, when that record dropped, spent that night writing angry battle raps. I'm sure. I was definitely one of them.
You was one of them?
I was definitely one of them. I wasn't pissed, but I was definitely, like, for like 48 hours, I was just like, oh, hell no, I gotta step my game up. But that's what it is, and that's a beautiful thing about that record is that it has people talking. And everyone knows it. Like, everyone's competitive.
Right.
You know, if you get on a song with somebody else, there's not one rapper in the game that's not like, I want to have the best verse.
Right.
I'm trying to, like, out-rap the dude that's next to me. And that's natural. And Kendrick is a competitive dude. Right. Like, he's always said it. And he's works his ass off. So I think that, you know, he's at that place in the game where he can say something like that and back it up. And that's the beautiful thing is that, you know, it challenges everyone else to raise their bars and work as hard as he does.
Now, also, you got into some words with Method Man. And now, what was that all about? He thought you was biting his style?
I do this thing. I do the crowd walk. I walk on the hands of the people.
I didn't understand that.
At a certain time in the show. and Method Man, I guess, saw it and called me out at a show.
I didn't get that. It's like you weren't even the first to crowd surf or crowd walk or whatever. So how can you get mad for somebody walking in the crowd?
You know, I understand. I understand how you could be. Mm-hmm. I thought it was like, really? You're gonna? Yeah, exactly. But I think that you know, I got his number, hit him up, his respect. Like the way that he did it too, like he wasn't really tripping. Like he was like, I was watching the Video Music Awards. Or the movie awards, and you know, this dude was spitting, and like he was really talented. I was feeling his performance, like he was like bigging me up, and then kind of like, you know,
itching on you at the same time.
Exactly.
Then you bigged them up and can't hold us. Well, you bigged up Wu-Tang.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You know? You were a big Wu-Tang fan growing up?
Oh yeah, yeah. They I mean, that was like as a 6th grader, like that was my favorite, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Method Man was my favorite Wu-Tang member at the time too. Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, those guys. And Raekwon was actually one of the first people to reach out of anybody before, like, it made sense, like, networking-wise. Like, you hit a certain point, you know, with sales or whatever, and, you know, a lot of people start hitting you up. But before that happened,
Ray was the first.
Ray was, like, the first dude that, like, hit me up and was like, we got to make some music.
Is everybody trying to do features with you and stuff now? Mm-hmm. Are you turning them down, or are you... Because you got to have a slight grudge on your shoulder, a slight chip on your shoulder.
I don't have a chip. I just want to make music with the people that I want to make music with. Yeah. I don't want to do anything calculated. You know, I think that, you know, I've learned a little bit this year about picking the right records to do and for the right reasons. And, you know, it comes down to time. Like, we just haven't had any time. Mm-hmm. So in 2014, I'm looking forward to doing more features, but...
Who do you think you mesh with, though? Like I look at you like you're like on an island unto yourself. Like,
yeah, I think me and you know, me and a lot of people. You know, we got a record with Q on the album, Schoolboy Q.
Okay.
Ab-Soul. Mm-hmm. I think, you know, Black Hippie in general. Kendrick. I think that there's a lot of people. It just comes down to the right record.
Right.
I think that we created kind of our own lane, but that doesn't mean that doesn't work with other people.
Right. Now, also, you're nominated for a bunch of VMAs this year. Mm-hmm. Now, how does that feel? Well, first of all, Charlamagne, he's doing a pre-VMA show every night. What time?
Monday through Friday. Tuesday through Saturday.
Do you know when you're
at midnight
on
MTV too?
Tuesday through Friday, midnight. Yeah. Now, how does that feel to be nominated for some VMAs?
It's crazy.
Actually,
I mean, six VMAs. We busted our ass in terms of those videos. And I'm proud of the work that we did on those videos. It's cool to get acknowledged. You know, I feel like our videos are up there in terms of, you know, just the quality, and to be acknowledged by MTV 6 times is just dope.
Are you gonna change your hair? Because, you know, it's like you, Miley Cyrus, and Justin Bieber all got the same haircut. So y'all all can't be at the VMAs. You stupid.
Does Bieber have the same haircut?
Absolutely.
No.
Yes, he does.
No.
Absolutely, Bieber got the same cut.
No.
Absolutely.
No, Bieber.
He's got like a big...
Miley Cyrus does, but not Bieber.
Miley Cyrus definitely does.
You're not gonna switch it up for VMAs?
Mm-mm. I might get some extension rat tail.
Why not? Beyonce just got her extensions back. That'd be dope.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So they say yellow.